Hello, my name is Lisa Bartles. I'm a grad student at Grand Canyon University in the Masters of Secondary Education program. I am speaking with you today about what dispositions I find a teacher should have to support learning. I believe that I, as a teacher, have the responsibility to provide the best classroom I think possible for my students. I want them to support active learning with a growth mindset in the classroom and be able to um, have the safest, best environment possible. No two students are the same. None learn the same. I know as a student myself, I don't learn the same as the person next to me. And I want every student to be able to have that opportunity to show what they can do and to be able to be safe and feel like they are doing the best they can in the class, by not having other students bully them, not having issues as they learn and grow. Because how often have we felt that we're not adequate or that it's a stupid question that we're asking, and being able to give kids the best environment to be able to ask questions and not feel stupid when they do so is the best way to go. I believe that providing for the students and their social needs is also important. Building a group of students who get along, who, even on their bad days, they're not going to get along, but to try and get them to get along as they work together in collaborative learning in other ways in the classroom is important. All students should demand from teachers privacy when they need it and care when applicable. I want my students to trust that I am there for them and to know that they can come to me if they need me, and be able to provide them what I think I can. And if I can't be the one that can provide it for them, hopefully get them to someone that will. I want to show a genuine attitude towards them. I want them to feel like I'm not just blowing them off, and I really have their best interest at heart. To keep that cohesiveness in the classroom. Sometimes I think the hardest part that I need to work on myself is to not get upset when students get upset. It's hard because you don't always agree with other people, and there's so many personalities in a classroom that it's easy to forget yourself and react negatively. According to the California Learning Resource Network, personal bias can manifest as prejudice, and prejudice is hard to deal with among both students and teachers to students. To manage our own expectations and our behaviors towards ourselves and individual students and students as a class is important. I find it's easy to fall into that bias and succumb to it. And so to be ever mindful that we're in the classroom to provide a top level of education at the best of our ability, and to not sink into the things that could make it harder for our students to learn. It is crucial that teachers find ways to maintain these characteristics and to be effective teachers. If we don't, then what are our students learning from us? And so keeping up these ideals and these things that we want them to learn is important. I want my students to feel included in the classroom. I want them to know that every one of them has purpose, every one of them has a voice, and every one of their ideas are important in the process of anything that they learn. Professional integrity is important to me, probably most of all. I want to be taken seriously. I want other teachers to be taken seriously. I want my students to be taken seriously. And I don't want to be Miss Popular, but I want my students to know that I like them despite any of their inequities and their faults, and despite mine as well. We can learn from each other. We can learn from those faults and those great things that we can do. I want to see that my efforts in the classroom are effective, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. I want my students to take something away that is important, that I want to teach them. And I want to know that I had that impact on them for the short time that I get to keep them. It allows both of us to grow and to become better than before. Maintaining professional distance with students is also important. Being too close with them opens you up to problems. It can create inappropriate boundaries. You want good boundaries. You want your students to be able to know that there's good boundaries and to them to feel safe in the class. And following those rules will help to do so. Thank you for your time today. And I hope you got a little bit from what I had to tell you about what I think about professional dispositions. Thank you.